All right, let's get into week 2. We are going to start off with the Thursday night football game, the prime time game, which is the Tampa Bay Bucks visiting the Carolina Panthers. The spread in this game is currently Panthers minus 6.5. The total in this game opened up at 50.5 and is down to 50. Joey, my man, I'm going to start with you. Give me your best bet for this game. It's Tuesday, so like to full disclosure, it's Tuesday. Actually, it's Monday night, really. So this is like a first look kind of deal. It's something we do just to kind of get everybody thinking about the upcoming games. If you want more information, you can always find us in the WiseTake Slack chat. Things like that if you're a WiseTake subscriber. But anyway, now that the disclosure's over, Joey, on your first look, first impression of this game, what would be your best bet?
What's the line?
Panthers minus 6.5. The total is 50. It's 50.
50. Okay. Thank you.
I mean, my first look is I think Carolina's going to roll them. I think they're just going to feature McCaffrey and the more professional quarterback, the more mature quarterback, believe it or not, between the two is Cam Newton. And he's not going to make the bad mistakes. We have Jameis Winston coming off of a bad week in a new system on a short week too. So on the road, I'm taking Carolina and the points, and I think I would probably go under the 50 point total too.
Okay, Paulie, what do you think?
I think the other way, honestly. I think Tampa Bay, got their dicks kicked in, and
they got embarrassed. I mean, two defensive touchdowns. I mean, it just was bad.
Yep, I know, and I think this is a better spot for them because they do have talent, right? And Jameis, from trailing spot, I think they'll make a backdoor cover. I don't think they win, but I really I think Carolina has one player, it's McCaffrey, and the Rams put up all kinds of yards and scoring on them, and McCaffrey fought them back, but I don't think the Panthers are really that good. So especially if this can get up to 7, I would be looking at Tampa at 6.5. It's probably something I don't have that much interest in. I think I would be looking at the over.
It's interesting. I think if I had to pick one thing, I would go with Joe on the under in this game. Now, I'm a little worried that me and Joe are on the square side as far as the percentage of bets or whatever. I'm sure the public is also on the other, only because this is a quick turnaround. You know what I mean? The Carolina had a grueling game. And granted, they are home, so they get an extra day in there, but it was pretty grueling. And like you said, I agree with you, Paulie. Their offense is Christian McCaffrey. Now, don't get me wrong. That dude is good enough to, certainly go over the total by himself. But with a lack of weapons around him, and not for nothing, but it's not like the 49ers drove the hell out of that ball. I don't know if it's the Niners or if it's Todd Bowles, but the defense was a little bit different for Tampa. It wasn't as dreadful. Again, they didn't play anybody quite as good as Christian McCaffrey, and they will. But I could see two teams kind of being sluggish, kind of short turnaround, kind of struggling. It's hard to fix your problems in 3 days. You know what I mean?
That is a good point about Thursday night games. I'd say 12 out of 16 were low-scoring dud kind of games last year, and then the year before that. So that's definitely, and it's because of what you're talking about, the short turnaround. It's hard to get ready for a game in 3.5 days.
Right. And also even with Bruce, new coaching for Tampa, especially, right? It's not like Bruce Arians was sitting in this division, just plotting around. He's about to find out, but.